It's another Sunday, it's another brawl, what are we doing?
Nonsense Rumble!
Yep, so what is the category for this glorious day, Rick?
Today we're doing an ultimate level Digimon.
Digimon, that's right. For those of you who are new to this concept, we oblige by this category, we pick something that fits, and then we argue why our guy would beat your guy. So, am I allowed to do that voice? Is that okay?
It's okay. If you are pretending to be a child, it's alright. And we were.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Rick, we usually open with you. Do you have an honorable mention?
No, but I have a backup for in case you'd ban my pick.
Yes, you mentioned that you might have picked a Mega.
Yeah, I picked something that is a Mega in every other incarnation apart from when it was introduced.
I can't wait to argue with you.
Yes. How about you? Do you have an honorable mention today?
Yes, my honorable mention is Rise Greymon, because it's an ultimate level of Greymon that's not just Metal Greymon. Its big gimmick is it has a big fuck-off rifle.
I like that. That's cool.
Yeah, I love it. I love all the Greymon variations. They have really cool design elements that let them stick out. I did actually tell you that I was going to pick a Greymon for my ultimate pick. I then swerved and changed my mind.
Okay.
So, Rick, knowing full well that you might have picked something that doesn't count, who did you pick today?
I picked Venom Myotismon.
That is a Mega.
Is it a Mega now? Okay.
It's been
Back
a Mega.
in the day.
No, it's always been a Mega, because Myotismon is an ultimate and it evolves from that.
Yeah, I was under the impression that it was like an awakening, and Malomyotismon was the actual Mega.
No, Malomyotismon is something that's only in the anime.
Yeah, fair enough, okay. So, I'm going back with regular Myotismon. He's, like, the threat. He's basically more of a threat than things that are stronger.
No.
Because... because of the power level of the guys at the time, and yeah, he's just a magnificent bastard and very fun to watch. I like the guy. I think he would beat a lot of things one-on-one.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but Myotismon has always been more of a ringleader, like organizes shit and makes sure the villains have actually got a team set up. That being said, consistently a villain. Like in if you play any of the Tamer games where it's a proper RPG, he will almost always be used by bad guys. And in the world games, like the Tamagotchi-esque games, he's got this weird position where he acts evil, but he's actually an okay, chill guy.
Yeah, he's like Dracula if you're a vegetable, and he doesn't threaten you in any way. But yeah, he's my pick for today because I don't know as many Digimon as you, but also I think he's cool. So who are you going to fight me with?
I'm going to fight you with Chimeramon.
Alrighty.
Chimeramon, as the name might suggest, it's spelt with a K, by the way. Because you know Digimon's weird. It's an amalgamism. I said that word wrong, but you know what the word I'm going for. Of like 7 different champion level Digimon. So it's mashed together of the best pieces from champion levels. So it's got pieces of Garurumon, pieces of Greymon. It's got Kabuterimon's head and a Devimon arm.
Yeah, I just looked it up. It's got a Skull Greymon arm as well.
Yeah, so it's got bits of Ultimate in there too, but like they don't shine compared to the champion level bits. So yeah, it's just mashed together from all types of bits of data to make the purest, baddest fighter possible. Now, I'm not saying Myotismon won't put up a fight, but I don't think he's beating this in a fight.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't want to just roll over and die to this, but yeah, I kind of see your point. But looking at it, it does look like it's just been made by a 6-year-old.
Again, like because Digimon exist in a digital world, they're all made out of data, and the description of this is literally it takes the best scraps of data from a bunch of champion types and mashes it together. And because this is an official Digimon, it was a bit of a bastard to look images up for this to make sure that this wasn't a fever dream, because I couldn't remember what it was called. And if you type in mashed together bullshit Digimon, you get a lot of fan OCs of like, here's the better version of this because it's ultimate parts. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that one's not real, and it's not.
Yeah, it's just Leomon's head on Metal Garurumon.
But yeah, this thing hasn't been like an endgame boss. It can't be. It's only an ultimate, but it's been like a mid-boss level creature quite a few times because while it's a strong combatant, it's not smart. It acts like a beast.
Sure, it acts like a brute. Yeah, and in a one-on-one fight, that's kind of all you need.
That's exactly my logic here, because if this was any kind of encounter that required teamwork or skill or strategic acumen, my Otismon has this creature beat many a time over. But in a straight up fight, yeah, my Otismon might get lucky because his signature technique is a range technique, but I think Chimeramon could tank it enough to get off some of its own. It's got access to techniques that are also long range, and it can throw out a lot more of them.
Okie dokie. But yeah, so I guess that gives us a winner.
Here's also the actual fundamental problem here is, for those of you listening, wondering why Rick's backing down so easily, Rick actually doesn't know Digimon well enough to make an argument, which is why I had to make one for him.
Yeah, it's one of those, like, I have watched some of the shows from early on, and quite some time ago, and played, like, 10 minutes of one of the games.
Yeah, meanwhile, I also only watched the early shows. I watched the first 2 seasons, the one with Ty and the one with Davies. I watched some of the 3rd series where they introduced Gilmon and Renamon, but I didn't watch all of it, and then I just stopped watching the show. But I've played all of the games that are available in the West.
Yeah. Yeah, I basically fully watched the Gilmon Renamon one. I watched almost all of Ty's, and sorry, not Ty. What was Ty? Ty was the first one, wasn't he? Yeah. And then Davis. I watched almost all of Davis, and then a bit of Ty's, because they weren't doing that on repeats at the time because it was too old.
Yeah, but at least Ty and Matt and Co showed up in Davis's show.
Yeah, they show up, and you could get a decent feel for them by just watching the Digimon movie where they put 3 movies together.
Yeah, and what was it? Fucking Anacondamon or whatever the fuck it's called.
Angela Anaconda, yeah.
I can't believe 1, that's a thing, and 2, how many times we bring that up on the channel.
It's a Doofenshmirtz problem again. Like, how many times are we going to bring up Angela Anaconda?
Angela Anaconda is our Roman Empire.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man. Is that going to be the statement of the year?
I mean, this is the first Rumble of the year, so we're starting off hot.
Yeah, Angela Anaconda, the Roman Empire of 2025.
Rick, I interrupted you. Who is the official winner of this round?
This game's winner is Chimeramon!
Abso-fucking-lutely. And because it's the start of a new season, I'm going to start keeping tracks of wins and losses. Rick, I'm 1-0 up.
Hey! We tend to only keep track over the course of one recording session for the month.
You know what? It would be really funny if it's like, yeah, we're going to keep track and we're going to look at how well we did. And like by month 2, it's like, was I doing that? Whoops.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you told me to do it, I'd forget.
Join us next week for another
Nonsense Rumble!